Yeah, how you know that?
Yeah, hey, I studied, show myself approved. I got that statue of Jesus to try to make it look like a black man. They messed up.
Okay.
So somebody said it looked like Bob Marley. I said that's close enough.
So wait a minute. Can I ask you?
Yeah.
I mean, so you been who you been watching?
Well, my dad's a Pentecostal minister.
Yeah, but you mentioned Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah. I listen to all of it so I can make my own decision.
Okay.
And I believe in the Bible. And if you read the Bible, it talks about Jesus. God has feet like bronze.
Yeah. Fine brass.
Like brass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, okay. So the Jesus that we serve couldn't be a misinterpretation.
Yeah.
So, you know, and my dad is actually the redheaded whiter than me. He said, I hope Jesus is black and got a throw out the hair. And when y'all get there and y'all be calling these people names and stuff, Jesus be like, oh, you can call me names.
Okay, now what you should realize is a lot of our families are intermingled.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, a lot of what you go back to?
Well, I really don't know all of my history, but I know that in my family there's African Americans, which I don't really call it that. We're all Americans, but African Americans. There is Dutch, Portuguese, Cherokee, Indian, Scotch, Irish. I'm a mutt. We all, yeah.
A lot of Israelites over in Europe during the dark. A lot of our families, you don't know who you go back to.
Yeah, really don't.
You got to identify by the spirit. If you see the word, that's good.
Yeah, and I don't care what color. I said, I don't care what color Jesus is. I don't care if he loves me. I don't care. I said, yeah, that's what I was.
What do you believe?
I believe.
Yeah, what do you believe? You guys believe like her or?
Anything about that. We don't know
I believe as far as
the Bible.
like if Jesus is black or what color.
honestly,
Really the color doesn't.
I don't really pay. It doesn't matter. I mean, I believe that Jesus came. He atoned for our sins. He was the only person that could atone for our sins.
You about to say Hebrew?
Huh?
Well, you about to say he's the Hebrew?
I'm just about to say anything about that. He was born a virgin. He lived a sinless life. He died for all of our sins, and he is the only way to heaven.
And I try to educate him sometimes, you know, and me and him might not see people together 24 years. So we still, you know, even in a marriage, you know, we right eye to eye. But my thing is, like, of course, and I know there's a lot of racial tension in the world right now, and I'm the type of person where I'm like, I love you regardless. I don't care where you're from, what you look like, but when the work is wrong, it's like, and I get what y'all were saying, because I'm studying about the Hebrew Israelites, and y'all just believe that y'all were the original God's people, right? And that y'all are the true lineage of Jesus. Jesus was in y'all's lineage. And so,
Because the people that came over here in slavery were Israelites.
right. And it takes us to don't understand that before the Native Americans, you guys go. Because there is.
Well, those people that were here before the Native Americans, you might have found relatives of Canaanites. They were coming over here for King Solomon.
Yeah.
That was.
And they found the.
But Native Americans and Latinos are also Israelites.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the 12 tribes are all split up. And that's what they don't understand.
What about your husband? What are your views on Hebrew Israelites? She's watching. I know you're watching.
He don't do it as much as I do, because I got more time. I educate him. He'll just look at me and be like, okay.
So what is your motive? What are you out here trying to educate
repent.
people?
We're trying to tell people to repent because the Lord going to destroy Babylon the Great with nuclear fire, and those that are Israelites are going to repent and come back to the Lord. They'll be saved.
And he believes. Now, if I'm
And you said who's going to repent?
The elect will repent, and the elect only come from one people, which are Israelites. No matter how they look.
So what is your view of salvation for the Gentiles?
Salvation for the Gentiles, which Gentiles? Because me and the Israelites that have been scattered to the four corners of the earth, they're the Gentiles that the New Testament is written about. The Gentiles that the New Testament is written about are Israelites, scattered to all nations, being called Gentiles.
But that's why they're grafted back into the vine.
That's right. See, you got that.
Yeah,
They're the ones that grafted in. Romans 11 is
you
talking
be
about
grafted back in
Israelites.
because they're the original.
Matter of fact.
Let's say if we're Gentiles, if Jesus grafted us back in, we can have Israelite in us, I know. But if you
Right.
originally you could not be in Christ before his ascension, resurrection. Yeah. See,
It's gonna take you a long time. You gotta have to break it down to them. Listen to this. This is I want it Romans. I'm gonna read you something real quick right here. This is Romans 11. I want him to hear it. You ready?
Ready.
Ready, husband? This is Romans 11, right? This is something key right here. This is the grafted in. Romans 11:23. And they also, if they abide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in But God is able to make them, is able to graft them in again. Again.
Yeah.
Continuing on. For if thou were cut out of the olive tree, which is wild by nature, and were grafted contrary to nature into a good olive tree, how much more shall these, which be the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? The branches that were cut off, they were from that original olive tree. The ones that grafted, that's why it says grafted in again, key word right here. If you listen a little further, verse 25, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, that ye should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness and part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. These Gentiles are not the Israelite foreigners. You read Acts 2 and 5, it names all these people that received the gift of tongues, or the men that received the gift of tongues to preach to these people, they were all Jews. If you listen to verse 26, I'm going to start back at 25. Blindness and part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in, and so all Israel shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, and I shall take away their sin. The whole book of Romans was written to Israelites that were dwelling among the Romans. Not the actual Romans that crucified the Lord, but to those like Cornelius and others that were actually a part of the Israelite family, but they were calling themselves Romans. Same with Thessalonians, same with Corinthians, you know, and all those different books. There were Israelites that were living in those lands. Just like now today, you have Americans, right? But not all, not talking about all Americans. It's speaking of the Israelites that are in America. You got the British, you got Israelites in Britain. This is who the gospel's going to, all the Israelites scattered around the four corners of the earth. That's who the gospel's going to. Now, we can't identify.
But we everywhere, brother.
We are everywhere. Now, you can't identify. We bring out skin color just for truth's sake, but you can't really identify by that.
Yeah.
Because you got black people that go back to white people, you got white people that go back to black people.
I don't know a lot of people that can tell me. I can't tell. I don't know a lot of people that can tell you what color Jesus was.
Yeah, okay, well, we can tell you because the Bible tells us.
Right.
But
he wasn't a white man. He wasn't a black man.
Sorry. If you want to stick around, you can, but that's, you know, kind of dealing with
What education,
right?
man? Education.
All right, then. Yeah.
I'm educated.
Yeah, I saw you earlier.
Yes, sir.
Be safe. All right.
I've been trying, but let's see what I tell people is, like my dad made a pretty culture better, you know.
Does he understand the mystery of the Gentiles?
Yeah, like he talked to that, and I said, you know, the last name Richard, but not white people.
Right, the people in Israel now, they're apostles.
Yeah, and that's why when it says not to come against Israel, you got to be careful because Mark Zuckerberg, all the George Soros, they're all fake Jews. And but what they do is they try to make us believe they want to help us. What they're doing is destroying them. They are destroying it. And they're part of the Illuminati. They're part of the secret society.
Do a lot of study.
Oh, honey, I can let me tell you. My goal is to make it happen. My goal is for my kids and my husband to make it happen.
Well, you gotta get it, you know, let it watch some. And remember that not all Israelites are the same. You got a lot of crazy Israelites out there that were set up to tarnish what we actually teach. You gotta watch great millstones. Amen.
So that you was reading out of Romans there, so that was originally written in Greek. So what does graft mean? What is the Greek translation of the word graft?
Well, let's look at it. Because the scripture told us what the grafting was doing. We can get the translation right here. Give me a second to hook up. And then when you look at the word redeemed, and also scattered. You look at 1 James 1 and 1, it talks about the Israelites scattered, the 12 tribes scattered abroad, right? So let's go to Romans 11.
The problem is most white people ain't willing to stop and listen. They don't want to hear. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear.
Out of Romans 11:24, the word graft, right? This is it right there. I can't pronounce it, but I'll let it pronounce it. I'm going to bring it up to that man. That's the point.
Yeah, I took some green.
Right? It says, taking trees though, it says, in graft, hold on. about. Cut into for the sake of inserting, to inoculate, engraft, graft in. That's all it really is. But you get understanding from the scripture because it says God is able to graft you in again. How do you go swear again for the first time? Plus, when you go to, let me give you the branches. When you go to Jeremiah, it tells you about the branches that were cut off. Jeremiah 11, I believe. These are those branches that were cut off. Jeremiah 11 and verse, I got to read up a little bit. Jeremiah 11 and 15, it says, what have my beloved to do in mine house? Seeing she have wrought lewdness with many, and the holy flesh is passed from thee. When thou doest evil, then thou rejoicest. The Lord called thy name a green olive tree, bearing of goodly fruit. With the noise of a great tumult, he has kindled fire upon it, and the branches of it are broken. For the Lord of hosts that planted thee have pronounced evil against thee. For the evil of the house of Israel and the house of Judah, which they have done against themselves, to provoke me to anger in offering incense unto Baal. The branches that were cut off were the Israelites that fell from their heritage because they were worshiping idols. And they went in what was called a curse. And they lost their heritage. That's why they know the 12 lost tribes of Israel, because for a long time, the Israelites never knew they were Israelites. They were just everywhere living, calling themselves after these other names. But it's prophesied in the Bible in the last days, and the Israelites will wake up. The battle of John Bowles in Ezekiel 37 is going into this. Well, she can,
See, a lot of people, they don't realize I know all, because I know all these secret societies, and the problem is, most of the stuff they're doing is run by rich white people. They be calling themselves, oh, we're Jewish, no, you ain't.
All right, what I want y'all to do is, and y'all YouTube live right now. We actually doing live right now. I don't see y'all over there. Y'all live now. So this is the page right here, GMF South Carolina 05.
Okay.
You can go on there. So I do a lot of videos. Last question on the comment board. I did a lot of videos on Romans, going to Hebrew, Greek, breaking it down. A lot of people going into the pronunciation of the words in Greek and in some Hebrew. You go through things early. You don't just say, you just tell people to believe us. You tell you to stand behind it.
It's not like I watched when the Hebrew Israelites, they were having a gathering in one place, and they had the purple.
That's how you buy it.
Yeah, they were doing the dance and the street and stuff, and I was like, oh, look! I was like, so, but I try to, I think we have open dialogue, and people will start to listen and love each other, because that's what we need, is because they're doing so many race relations.
Yeah, well, the thing is this, race war is prophesied. But the main thing is this, the elect are going to be saved. No matter who they are, how they look, they're going to be saved. That's the only thing to hope for. The best thing you do is repent yourself and follow the word the best you can.
That's what I do. I just repent.
And I mean, the Lord is going to bring all kind of judgments and tribulations and race war and Jacob stuff. He's going to bring that to purge out the unwanted. That's really what it's for. No matter who they are. Let's say repent, though. But it was good to meet you.
Yeah, man. Can I take a picture with you? Is that okay?
If you want to.
Why would I not? You're my brother.
I'm not a celebrity.
No, hey, you're important to me.
Okay.
We're in Christ. We're in Christ and God.
Okay. No problem. All right.
Awesome, man.
Where y'all from?
Virginia.
From Virginia?
Yeah. Okay. A lot of people back there ain't educated on this stuff. But see, I try to educate myself in every way possible. Because I don't want to be wrong and stand before God and wrong the whole time.
Hey, the best thing to do, you in your house with kids.
Oh, yeah, that's what we have.
If you wind up being Israelite, you'll be covered in that.
Yeah, I have repented. I've been serving the Lord for a long time. And, if I make a mistake, I say, Lord, I messed up. Help me not to do that. I'm going to be kind to others, raise my kids right.
Bring them up to speed slow. You know how it can be over the top. The Israelite stuff can be over the top.
I be telling them stuff sometimes and you be like, you got to stop. Because you are inundating me with too much information. But like my dad, we studied the book of Joshua, the book of Enoch. I mean,
now with Great Millstone, Jim, we don't endorse those other books.
I just want to see
lot of confusion.
I just want to see what it says for myself, not necessarily.
Yeah, this is it right here. 1611.
Right.
Old Testament, Apocrypha, and New Testament. That's about what you need, right?
I know we got a hold of a Masonic Bible just to see. I said, I just want to see what they got in there.
Yeah. When you get built up, you can look at those other books without them
Yeah,
affecting.
yeah, you gotta be careful though. Because the spirit be deceiving you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It was great. All right, great meeting y'all. All right, bud. All right, good talking to you. Yeah, maybe. And hell, my picture's all over the internet, so it ain't no big deal. Every brother that got videos up, if you ever go to Google Images and you put your name in, there's pictures of you all over the place, man. And the bottom line is this. At the end of the day, only the elect gonna be saved, so it don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter what they do, what they say. Everything we do is all over the internet. She came right up and said, "Are you a Hebrew Israelite?" Which she could be an Asian, but it don't matter. I ain't got shit to hide. We bring everything out that we do. Every lesson we make, we bring it right out in the open. So I'm gonna read a few scriptures and we're gonna shut it down, man. But you know, but at the end of the day, she could be a Jake. Who knows? But she started to bug out though, talking about the book of Enoch and all them Jasher and all that shit. I was like, wait a minute now. She's going 1,000 miles a minute. She been watching. Whether she's a detective or not, she been watching the truth for sure. She know about IUIC, all that, man. So I'm like, this. Want to take a picture with me? I ain't no celebrity. Take a picture with me for. Anyway.